he can type over 200 words per minute.
Wow.
Yeah. With his speech entitled, How We'll Get There, please welcome Toastmaster Arden Peach.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Friends, I want you to imagine if you could do absolutely anything at all, and you knew you wouldn't fail, what would you do? For a lot of people, it may be to live a life they never got the chance to live. For others, the chance to pursue a dream they never got the chance to pursue. But regardless of what that dream may be, if you don't have a serious, solid plan on how you're going to get there, it's just going to stay a dream. So the ultimate question that you and I are going to have to ask ourselves is, how will we get there? Madam Toastmaster, friends, I was 14 years old when I had my first big dream. You see, most kids my age wanted to be entrepreneurs, millionaires, athletes. The only thing I wanted to be was the world's fastest typist. Oh yeah. I can tell you're all impressed. I was obsessed with speed typing. I practiced every single day throughout high school. It was the only thing I cared about. I practiced in school, at work, at lunch, even during working hours, much to the dismay of whoever was sitting right next to me. I was obsessed. And after practicing every day for years, I was getting faster and faster and faster until one day, I slammed into a brick wall. Have you ever slammed headfirst into a brick wall? Not an actual brick wall, I should mention. I had hit a plateau in my typing speed. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how hard I practiced, I just could not get over that brick wall. But to make things worse, at the exact same time, there were other people, kids my age, who started to burst way past me, improving at such a rapid pace. And while I was stuck there at the wall, it was like they had a gift that I didn't. While I was stuck with a brick wall, they brought a ladder. And I knew that I needed to get past this brick wall, but I didn't know how. Until one day, I was looking around and I found this book called Peak: Secrets from the New Science of Expertise, written by a brilliant professor at Florida State University, Anders Ericsson. He wrote and studied how experts became experts. How do world-class athletes become world-class athletes? Not that I was one. It all revolved around a concept called deliberate practice. Deliberate practice was deeper than just shallow practice that a lot of us may do. With deliberate practice, you focus hard and emphasize your weak points. You set specific goals on how to improve with finely tuned benchmarks. It was the perfect process for success. And so that summer, I went cracking. Every day for the entire summer break, for months, I practiced every single day, hours on end, determined to break past that brick wall. Days turned to weeks, and weeks into 2 months, and I didn't see any progress at all. But as I hit my 3rd month, cracks began to form in that brick wall, and it started to break apart piece by piece until one day I was finally able to break past my brick wall. I had broken a typing speed plateau that had lasted for years. I was so proud of myself. I wanted to show that everybody could do it. You didn't need natural talent for it. So I rushed over to the online speed typing community to talk with my friends. Yes, that's an actual thing. And I told them about what I did, exactly how I did it, and about deliberate practice. I wanted to prove that anyone could do it, not just me. And you know what? They didn't believe me. And not only did they not believe me, but one person went out of his way to go and tell other people not to do what I did. That hurt. It was on that day I learned not everyone will trust your process. If you have people in your life, friends, mentors, peers, competitors, who understand and trust your process, hold them close. Because the next step, the next part of the equation in deliberate practice is mentorship. Everyone who's done something great before has had mentors, whether it's their teachers, their peers, or the people behind them who trailblazed in their field. They had mentors too, and we should as well. Now, I also have mentors for public speaking too, but they're more so mentors from afar because they don't actually know I exist. You see, they're two online public speakers. One was a failed comedian, and the other, the quietest, most introverted man alive. They had no talent for public speaking, and they knew they sucked, so they joined a very familiar club to us all to get their weekly session of deliberate practicing. So, what is it that these two men have in common with you and I? Well, Aaron Beverly was the quietest man alive. Nobody knew he could speak. And Darren LaCroix was a failed comedian. But both of those men would later go on to break past their brick walls and to both win the Toastmasters Public Speaking World Championship. And nobody in their life would have expected it would be them. So how does this relate to us? See, I had no natural talent to become one of the world's fastest typists. They had no natural talent at all to win the World Championships of Public Speaking. So what's this mean for you and me? You have to trust your process. You and I, we may not have been given that gift of natural talent that a lot of other people did. But you and I were given the choice to change our process, to sculpt our brains with deliberate practice. So that way, the next time we come across a brick wall, we'll just bring a ladder. Madam Toastmaster. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Toastmaster Nadine Martin.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I have the honor of evaluating Ardian Peach's speech today. I did connect with Ardian earlier on in the week to confirm what he wanted me to critique, if there was anything in particular, and he did go ahead and let me know that this is a speech that he actually gave during one of the area contests. So he wanted me to be nitpicky and critique him like a contest judge. So there wasn't any haggling in our interaction at all. Firstly, I'd like to say that this was such an interesting topic to hear about your personal experience of natural talent versus deliberate practice. And I really liked how you started the speech off strong with an engaging question. He started off by asking friends, what would you do if you knew that you couldn't fail? This is such a powerful question, which had me thinking, but so much so to the point that I missed the next couple of sentences. So my suggestion to you, Ardian, would be to perhaps add a longer pause to allow the audience to sit with that question. As far as clarity goes, I think that you were very clear. I understood every word. You had a great use of humor throughout your speech. Some of my notable mentions throughout the speech were you wanted to be the world's fastest typer, and you also mentioned that you went to talk to your speed typing friends. Yes, that's an actual thing, so great job with that. I also believe that you had a great use of vocal variety and tonality. You did a great job accentuating your points by increasing your volume. You had a very great use of eye contact. I noticed that you were perusing throughout the crowd and engaging everyone by holding eye contact with them. And you did an excellent job of memorizing your speech, as you obviously didn't use any note cards at all. I also felt that you did a great job of your gestures. So you did bang on the desk to highlight the impact of possibly hitting an actual brick wall. And you looked very comfortable walking around the room. Now, a couple of suggestions. This is me trying to be nitpicky. I would say you used the front half of the room, which was excellent, but perhaps consider using the entire area so that you can engage more people. maybe try and hold your eye contact a little bit longer. And I would have said that you could have possibly added some more pauses to drive certain points home and to allow the audience to think more in statements. Changing up the cadence also and slowing down and picking up the pace will also help with emphasizing your points. But overall, I think this was an excellent speech. You did a great job, and I like how you ended with an important message. Next time we meet a brick wall, bring a ladder. So that was very inspiring. Great job.